Welcome back. As the Canadian juniors enjoy a well-deserved day off, you can bet they were in attendance for this one. The quarterfinals are underway at the World Junior Hockey Championships. Now, Team Canada has already clinched a spot in the semifinals, and they await the winner of this game. The Czech Republic taking on the defending gold medal champs from Russia. Midway through the second period, Thomas Hurdle with a backhand feed to Jakub Sulik. Scars. 1-0 Czech. Still in the second. The Russians pull even. Daniel Apolakov's long shot fools Peter Mrazek. We're tied at 1. Final few minutes of regulation. Both teams searching for that go-ahead goal. Thomas Philippi with a great chance in the slot, but watch this save by Andrei Vasilevsky. Huge glove stop. This game's going to overtime, just a $1.30 into the extra frame. Daniel Krejci gets clipped in the face. The centering pass finds Gregory Zeldikov, and he scores. The Russians are on to the semifinals. They will face Canada tomorrow night. To the NHL now, Ottawa hosting New Jersey tonight sends captain Danny Alfredson being honored prior to puck drop for his 400th career goal. Skip to the third, it's 2-0 Devils. Jason Spezza, nice little move. His 14th goal of the season sends within 1. Late regulation now, Jersey on the power play. Eric Condra ties it up with a sweet shot. Short side, it's a short-handed goal, and we're off to OT in the extra frame. It's Ottawa with the man advantage, and how about this? Alfredson scores on a beautiful shot. The Sens battle back to beat the Devils 3-2. Now, Darcy, the Wolves will go with their bread and butter with Elaine Valiquette in net for Game 4. Talking with him this afternoon, he admits he has to be better tonight. Now, I didn't get a chance to talk to Ottawa's head coach, Chris Byrne, prior to puck drop, but you have to imagine that Peter Mrazek will make his 4th straight start in net for the 67s. By the way, when the Wolves got on the ice for their morning skate today, the scoreboard, it read Ottawa 7, Sudbury 3, so perhaps a little fuel to start the fire. Darcy?
At that place 5 to 10 times a week.
That's my problem, though. I'm not going to enough restaurant openings. That's why I can't find love.
Oh, poor you.
Yeah, that's the reason.
Yeah, what do you think of that bacon sundae, though?
That looked delicious, actually.
Oh, come
I'd like
on.
to meet my future wife in line for that sundae.
Your future wife would eat that, for sure.
Next local news is 11:30. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night. Thank you, Isaac. We are here at the McIntyre Arena in Timmins, where the Montreal Canadiens alumni are in the building to help put prostate cancer on ice. Joining me now is a 5-time Stanley Cup champion. He once scored 130 goals in a single season for the Quebec Ramparts. He will be behind the bench. He's an NHL Hall of Famer. He is the one and only Guy Lafleur. Guy, thank you so much for joining me right now. And just tell me a bit about what you guys are doing in Timmins tonight. Now, can I ask you just, well, because I may never get the chance again, you played 17 seasons in the NHL, New York Rangers, Montreal Canadiens, Quebec Nordiques, countless accolades to your credit, 5 Stanley Cups, as I mentioned. Is there one moment or one memory in particular that stands out to you when it comes to your illustrious career? This was very special for me. Thank you very much for doing this. It's an absolute honor and a pleasure to meet you. Again, we are here at the McIntyre Arena in Timmins. The CTV Cheapskates will take on the Montreal alumni tonight, 7 o'clock at the Mac. Tickets still available, $20 at the door. Isaac?
I hope they're going to give us a chance.
Well, I'll be between the pipes. You definitely got a chance. You definitely got a chance. Thank you again for doing this. Isaac, back to you. To the NBA, the Toronto Raptors tipping off a 3-game road trip against the defending champs. Raps down 12 in the second. Andrea Bargnani puts one up. He had a season-high 30 points. Still in the second. Raps within 4. DeMar DeRozan. Boom. Bam. Next possession, Bargnani. It's good. The Raps tied at 44s, but in the fourth quarter, the Mavericks take over. Dirk Nowitzki nails the jumper. Then it's Jason Terry. Good for a deuce. The Raps drop their second straight. Dallas wins 99-86. Here it is, and there it goes. You are looking at the new official ball for the 2010 FIFA World Cup.
I'm excited for the World Cup. I can say that now because I think there's going to be a little bit more goals this year than previous years. It's got a little bit more accuracy to it. You can kind of feel with the panels and how it's not going to curl out of your accuracy zone, so it's going to be great.
We don't shoot like professionals, so it's hard for us to say. They do a lot more dipping and bending and curving, but as far as we're just shooting around now, it feels pretty good.
On December 4th, Adidas and FIFA officially unveiled the Adidas Jabulani, which means to celebrate. It features a South African-inspired design and revolutionary new technology.
It's a thermal bonded polyurethane. That's the outside core, and so it makes for like a really nice flight. And it's a really round ball. And the 11 color design is supposed to represent, the 11 official languages of South Africa, the 11 tribes. It's 11 men on the field, 10 on the goalie, right? So it's actually symbolic.
Just from kicking the ball around with a couple of soccer studs in Sudbury, the consensus is that the biggest difference is the actual movement while striking the ball. Now, that may not pose much of a problem for the strikers, but for the goalkeepers, well, let's just say they're not too happy.
It's starting to go one way and all of a sudden just change. That too.
So the controversy begins.
Ronaldo's gonna love this.
The pros and cons of the new design
Definitely the ball for sure.
have been the subject of much debate since the ball was introduced.
Their complaints right now are the way it dips. It's not how they want it to go, I guess. And so they're going to have to get used to it. But I think they've had like a month or so with these new balls training with them. So I'd imagine by the time the World Cup rolls around, they're going to be pretty much used to shooting.
I don't know what to say. Professionals always complain. We got bad balls all the time. So this is a step up for us. So I'm happy with it.
Like it or not, the ball is here to stay. The question does remain, however, is it a game changer?
You'll definitely see a lot more goals and a lot better goals too. People like when they see the ball move and it just go top corner, and I'm sure that's going to happen a lot more.
The pattern on the ball seems like it would give it a little bit of trouble for the goalkeepers, but I was a striker, so that's good for me. You know what I mean? More problems for the goalkeepers is more fun for me, but I like it personally.
Andy Barbato, CTV Sports, Sudbury.
Didn't see any keys, eh? No, I love it.
After their best regular season finish since the 2005-06 season, nobody could have predicted a first-round playoff sweep.
I don't think we expected it either, but they played really good hockey. They were a good team, and we weren't ready the first 3 games, I think, and emotions were all over the map. But we really gave it our all game 4, and it was a really good hockey game. And I wish we could have put 4 games like that forward.
It's definitely a tough pill to swallow. Obviously, we weren't prepared. We kind of thought it'd be a little easier.
It was just tough because you look back and now we think that we were right there. We beat Brampton all season, and we just couldn't do it when it mattered.
Miller, hard pass, lane right in on goal, he scores!
The Brampton Battalion outplayed the Wolves on all 3 sides of the puck. Offensively, they outscored the Wolves 18-6, and between the pipes, Matej Mahovsky was clearly the better man.
Well, the main thing they did is they played their game. All their players bought into the system that the coach had implied for them, and simply to put it, we just didn't. So it's a tough loss, but I guess we got to live with it.
I think they wanted it more, and it showed. Every little battle they seemed to win. The forecheck, they're up on us, and we tried to forecheck it in on them, and they got it out. And they just competed a lot more than we did. And, they earned it, and that's what happens in the playoffs.
With Josh McFadden, Captain Mike McDonald, and Andre Kushin graduating as overagers, and Michael Scarbosa and goaltender Yuan Matson likely moving on to bigger and better things, this will be a new-look Wolves club come the 2012-13 season, but the Wolves are optimistic. They do have a lot to look forward to.
That's why we didn't sell the ship this year to make a run. We wanted young guys to develop and learn, and our young guys played a lot in the playoffs, so hopefully they can learn from that, and it'll help them get better for next year.
We're losing a couple big things in our team, and it's like last year we lost Foligno, we lost Lomas, Valquette, but it seems like we rebuild every year. It's good, and we should be good.
Next order of business for the Wolves will be the OHL priority draft, where Sudbury will select 13th overall on April 7th. Andy Barbato, CTV Sports, Sudbury.